Forget everything you thought you knew about living room design because 2026 ain't playing around. My name's Carrie. I'm a self-taught designer as well as founder of the blog Penny Modern, and today I'm bringing you 5 of the latest and greatest living room trends that everybody wants here in 2026, but not everybody's gonna get. Oh, and make sure you stick around to the end because the last trend at the end is going to be the most surprising, and I cannot wait to try to embrace this trend, so you don't want to miss that. Well, in 2026, patterns are coming back in a big way, and not in a single throw pillow kind of way. No, we are talking full on pattern layering. This might be having florals on your drapery or maybe an accent chair. And it also could be combining different patterns such as a geometric pattern on your rug, and even using things like a tapestry print on a tapestry that you hang on your wall or a tapestry on your armchair. Designers are calling this pattern on pattern layering. And this helps create a collected look that makes people think that you evolved this over time. And there's one specific type of pattern that's definitely having a moment here in 2026, and that's the tapestry print. These are rich, botanical, kind of vintage looking patterns that we've seen evolve and come back over the years. And these prints can look absolutely incredible on anything from an armchair to an ottoman and even throw pillows in those tapestry prints can be a way to embrace that, but making just a small investment that can have a big impact to your room. So the key to make this pattern on pattern layering work is really having one major pattern on a bigger piece like a sofa or maybe your drapery. But then find some smaller scale patterns that are a different pattern, but they're in the same color palette that you use in smaller pieces throughout the room. The goal is really to make the room feel like you bought things here and there over time, not like you went out and just bought one giant matching set at the same store. A great way to try out this trend, you could use a peel and stick wallpaper, and there's so many amazing patterns out there. And then you also can embrace it by doing a throw pillow or maybe a patterned rug or maybe even some artwork. I'd love to hear from you. Would you try this pattern on pattern layering in your living room? Let me know down in the comments below. Now, this next trend is definitely something that's coming back in a big way, but let me tell you why it's coming back. Imagine a living room that has a beige sofa, and it has beige chairs, and then it has beige throw pillows, and then even maybe the walls are a light beige color, and even the flooring is beige. So everything is beige, and we know this as sad beige. And some people tried to do this whole sad beige thing, that they were trying to embrace this monochromatic look, which just means you have everything kind of different shades of the same color. And they were trying to go for that very minimalist vibe, maybe a boho vibe, but it turned into this sad beige phenomenon. This next trend is definitely a reaction against that. Having everything all one color is very flat, and it's also doesn't really let your personality shine through. So here is what is replacing that sad beige trend. This is something that designers are calling atmospheric color. And this is the idea that color and the colors that you choose in a room should really shape how it feels, not just how it looks. So instead of doing a bold accent wall, which is what we used to do, we definitely don't do that anymore. Designers are working with a whole very selected and deliberate palette of colors across an entire room. So these are going to be related colors that are chosen, and you're layering them with your furniture, your textiles, as well as even things like curtains, your wall color, your artwork, and even the ceiling. It helps create the space that kind of envelops you in a feeling. And the colors that designers are using here in 2026 are absolutely gorgeous. So we're talking about muted teals, which are that beautiful blue-green hybrid color, and also dusky plaster pinks. So something like Pharaoh and Ball's Dead Salmon, which is a blend of pink, brown, and some earth tones. And then we're talking about very earthy, muddy greens. So something like Benjamin Moore's Gloucester Sage, which is both grounding as well as very interesting at the same time. And then you can take atmospheric color one step further by doing color drenching, which is definitely still on trend in 2026, where you paint the walls, your trim, the doors, the ceiling, maybe even having your curtains all be that same shade that you choose, that different color. So we're definitely not seeing people paint their trim white anymore. you usually want to paint it the same color that you paint your walls. So painting your entire room in that one color really creates this jewel box effect, which a lot of the colors that people are using are definitely those jewel tones. What about you? Are you ready for color drenching? If not, don't worry, you can take baby steps. So you can do things like swapping out your throw pillows for something that has a little bit more color to it. And the other thing you can do is embrace some different colored art. And that way you can take smaller steps towards embracing color in your design. The good thing is if you do have a neutral chairs like I do or a couch, you can always add colors because a lot of neutrals really go with all different kinds of colors. Oh, and if the thought of having to pick out just the perfect colors for your living room, or maybe even trying to make sure everything goes with your entire home, kind of scares you or freaks you out, don't worry, I got you covered because I have this wonderful guide that is how to choose your whole home color palette, and that's available in my Penny Modern shop, and it's a complete guide and a workbook that you fill out, and it's going to take you through the process of selecting the perfect color palette for your entire home, and that way you'll know everything's going to go together. It's very inexpensive. Grab that down in my Penny Modern shop. I'm going to link to it right here and link to it down below. Now back to the video. Now I want to talk about something that you sit on, and that would be furniture. Furniture is going to get really exciting here in 2026. Think about the furniture and the trends and the designs that we've seen in the past couple years. We've seen very clean lines, boxy shape, and minimal detail. It was very sleek and very modern. I think furniture was definitely embracing that minimalist trend that we've been seeing for many years now, but it can feel a little bit cold. It can feel a little bit like you're sitting in a showroom instead of in somebody's house. So in 2026, designers and furniture companies are actually bringing back something that I like to call tailored elegance. It's furniture that has character, craftsmanship, and really helps you display your personality for everybody that comes over. We're talking about tufted sofas, furniture with skirted bases, like actual skirting on it, as well as these really fun details like different fringe or even tassels. We're also seeing tons of upholstery and very beautiful, rich fabrics, definitely seeing a lot of velvet. We're also seeing a lot of patterns. So there's so many different styles of furniture. Like I said, you can definitely show your personality and find something to suit your taste. So the days of a simple square or rectangle are definitely behind us, as people are really looking for a lot more artistry and character and unique details in their furniture. And here's something else fun. Definitely vintage and antique pieces are having a major moment. Designers are definitely encouraging their clients to invest in some of these antique or maybe very handmade pieces that have a lot of patina in it. Just means they don't look brand new. So that might be a vintage wingback chair or a tufted Chesterfield sofa. Or maybe it's a simple carved wooden side table that has some scratches in it and looks like it's definitely an antique. These really help tell a story in terms of furniture and makes it look like not everything is from the same furniture store. So for 2026, you're going to want to make your living room look like you collected things over a lifetime, which is very difficult to achieve if you're redesigning your entire room all at once. So you're definitely going to want to source pieces from a variety of different sources. So that might be something that's antique, like an antique Persian rug. You also could get a velvet sofa. There's tons of new velvet sofa that still have that vintage feel to them, although they are brand new. Just make sure you shop from a variety of different stores and mix things up. Don't buy just a set where everything looks exactly the same and is in the exact same material. So you can start small, and if you're on a budget, you can get things from estate sales as well as thrift stores that are those antique or beautiful vintage pieces. You can also try Facebook Marketplace, because a lot of times when people have to move, they will give you a smoking hot deal if they need to move. So don't be afraid to make those lowball offers on Facebook Marketplace when you see something that will look absolutely gorgeous in your living room. What are your thoughts on vintage versus new when it comes to your living room furniture? Are you pro or con? Do you love having some antiques, or do you want everything brand new because you can't stand the thought of somebody else's pet or something being on it? Let us know down in the comments below. Now let's talk about something that we definitely need to improve in this room, and that is going to be our lighting choices. We selected some ceiling fans for a variety of these rooms just because when we bought this house, there was a bunch of ceiling fans in it already. And now I definitely regret getting a ceiling fan for this room because we honestly never use it. And so I want to replace it with a beautiful chandelier. And honestly, changing out your light is one of the fastest ways to transform the look of your living room here in 2026. And a lot of our living rooms just have one overhead light or they have recessed lights and we call it a day. But in 2026, lighting is not just a necessity. It's not just functional. It's becoming a focal point and another way to tell your story and show your personality. And this year we're seeing these oversized statement-making pieces that kind of serve almost like a sculpture as well as a beautiful light. In living rooms, we're seeing everything from very large-scale pendants to dramatic floor lamps, as well as these very sculptural and even vintage-looking sconces that you put on your wall. Lighting is a way to add something that designers call intentional drama. It can also create a wow factor for your room. And Jonathan Scott of the Property Brothers fame, he's married to Zooey Deschanel, and he backs me up on this. He has shared his remodeled home that he shares with his fiance with a variety of different media companies, including Architectural Digest, and they revealed that they don't have a single recessed light in their entire house. They use pendants, chandeliers, and sconces to really make their home look beautiful as well as functional by giving them lots of light. And their home is absolutely stunning. And when it comes to materials in terms of what kind of finishes you should choose for your lights, again, kind of anything goes, but we're seeing a ton of brass and gold finishes, which have been very popular for several years. But we're also seeing the return of silver, specifically a worn patinaed silver that looks antique, and it has that cool nostalgic elegance and kind of that something that looks vintage. And if you've seen any of my other design videos, you know that mixed metals are everywhere in the home, the kitchen, the bathroom, and the living room is also no stranger to mixed metals. And actually mixing different metal types can really add a ton of character and it adds a lot of depth, and having that tension between the two different metals can make your space feel very personal versus having everything be the exact same finish. So if you only have recessed lighting in your home, don't despair. You can embrace this trend very gradually. You don't have to rewire your whole room. You can simply get an oversized floor lamp and put that next to your sofa, or you can have a pendant hung over your coffee table, or you can do like we're probably gonna do and get a beautiful sculptural chandelier, or even you can just add some lamps to your side table. So if you love the idea of adding some statement lighting pieces to your living room, then hit that like button to let me know. Okay, now it's time for that last trend I promise you, which will make you potentially rethink your entire living room design. But first, if you want YouTube to send you more design videos, then hit that subscribe button, as well as you will be supporting me in my journey to hit 100,000 subscribers, so we can have a little bit of a win-win situation. Now, imagine a minimalist living room where everything is clean lines. There's not a lot of decorations. A lot of things are all the same color. There's no clutter and everything is very neutral. It's also very calm and it can be very zen-like. But don't you think that could feel like it's missing a little bit soul? Like it definitely doesn't tell anybody's story and it doesn't show your personality. In 2026, the living room and design trend that we're definitely seeing turn everything on its head is what Shay McGee of Studio McGee fame is calling Hollywood Cottage. And I am totally obsessed with this. Maybe it's because I live in Southern California and I love me some Hollywood, but I think it's a really great blend of different trends. So we're talking about warm, neutral color palettes, also seagrass rugs, slip-covered sofas, linen drapes, blue and white accents, which I love blue and white. I think it's so beautiful. Patinaed silver, so just meaning that antique looking vintage silver, and then some vintage inspired florals, as well as a touch of glam. Shay McGee describes it as cottage inspired, but a touch of fanciness blended in. It definitely is a type of room that looks like it belongs to somebody that's well traveled and has collected beautiful things over their lifetime. And this can be very charming decor, as well as a lot of vintage inspired pieces, like that vintage silver look, but it's also feeling very refined and fresh. And it's that antidote to those clean lines, minimalist rooms, those monochromatic rooms. It has a lot of layered nuance to it. So how do you even bring the Hollywood cottage aesthetic into your own home? So think about layering different kinds of fabrics in your home, and that might be things like a linen curtain, or maybe get some seagrass baskets. You can get some vintage floral prints or floral throw pillows, or even a floral accent chair. And you're definitely going to want to mix in some antique pieces, whether it's a vintage looking art, maybe it's an antique lamp, and have those different types of furniture and decor from different eras of time. The other thing I love about this is those slip covers. So you can do a slip covered sofa, which I think is very practical if you have pets or you have kids like I do. If you're a little nervous, remember choosing all those different colors that are all going to go together in not only your living room, but the rest of your home. Make sure you check out that ebook I had that is how to choose your whole home color palette. I'll link to that down below. And if you want to know even more interior design trends coming at you in 2026, then you've got to watch this next video right here, and I'll see you in the next video.